velocity on the drive. Williams doesn't lack confidence tearing towards the rim.
Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
What the fuck? Schoolham was supposed to be in here. Yeah, I need the house key though. I said I need the house key.
Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch?
You ever took the house key off my keychain?
Fox with the ball. Now guarded by Holmgren. And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, I'm about to leave the house when you leave.
Skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before.
I got you.
The tallest player in...
All right, baby, love you. Thank you for helping me. Yes, ma'am.
The league and one of the most skilled.
You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. That one falls.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from outside. And Wembanyama has the ball here for San Antonio. It's a 5-point game. Here's the sell. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Outside, Williams. Wallace, left side. Back to Williams. Pass to Dort. Fires the 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And here's Wembanyama. Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. Outside for Dort. Pass to Williams. Just 4 to shoot. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach for San Antonio. Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can warp a defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Hartenstein.
The defense gives Shai all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
And we've got a timeout call by Greg Popovich. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Wembanyama, high post. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And Williams punches it home.
And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
And Fox, here we go. Basket's good. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Joe on the wing. There's the triple. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Vassell outside. And the bucket
Yeah,
is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And the three off target. Spurs trail by 6.
Let them live and die by the 3 then.
Fox with the ball. Hardenstein covering. Here's Wembanyama. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
You know what you're going to do. You know what you're going to do, bro. You know what you're going to do, bro.
A sharp steal.
You ain't got no fucking game. Shoot threes. Shoot threes.
Well done.
Dort for 3. Knocks down the triple.
Gotta keep this nigga off the 3-point line. This nigga just casting these bitches away.
Early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
That's what I'm saying.
Down at some point, but these teams, they are built to score. So
that's what I'm saying. Can he keep shooting them bitches?
And you see how
can he keep hoisting them bitches up?
7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock.
Get shit out of here, man.
Rejected by Wembanyama. Pass to Hardenstein. Now here's Williams. Here's Joe. And that's good for 2.
He's deep, 5. Too.
That maybe not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Oh, Fox, he's nasty.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
And a good game so far as we conclude.
Fox, he's nasty.
Oklahoma City ahead.
The Thunder, 23.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Amukelashvili, no good. Thunder leading by 3. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Williams in the post. Pass to Hardenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's guarded by Paul. The kick out to Williams. Lots of room. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
There's the block. Dort for 3. Sohan with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Oklahoma City leading by 6. It's Wiggins on the wing. On target from about 13 feet.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Dort outside. Pass to Wallace. Joe on the wing. The kick out to Wiggins. Wallace right side. Goes back up. Fires for 3. The kick out to Wiggins. And there's the foul on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Tries a three off the inbound. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, it's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out. Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Wallace outside. Back to Joe. It's Dort on the wing. No good on the triple. Spurs trail by 6. Pass to Fox. Here's Mamukelashvili. Rejected by Holmgren. Wiggins right side. Inside. Screen by Holmgren. Wallace outside. Counted. Good. Holmgren's gotten 4 this quarter.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Sohan. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Outside Joe. Pure from three-point range. Joe's got 8.
You can tell Dort keeps his options open when he has the ball. He'll set up another guy if he can.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So both teams changing it up here. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. To the inside. Wembanyama. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Nice decision by Castle. I mean, this guy is a great teammate.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up again. And they recover it. Caruso outside. From the arc. Hits the trifecta. Caruso's gotten himself going here. His first point to the game on the deep ball. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
20 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Blocked! Now here's Wallace. No points so far. Hartenstein, no good. He got it up. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder going into the break up 12. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Spurs trail by 12. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Pass to Caruso. Here's Holmgren. Rebound by San Antonio.
Yikes, how did he miss that? I mean, he makes 9 out of 10 of those.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama, so comfortable inside.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. And it's good. 2 points. Holmgren's got 9.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film. Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And here's Caruso outside. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Castle for 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder leading by 10. Williams up top. To the paint. Out left to the wing. Down low. There's Holmgren on the slam.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Both teams will make substitutions. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got 20.
What a savvy pass by Fox. This is a guy who really sees all angles on the floor.
Back to Dort. Out to the right wing. Over to the wing. Pass to Wiggins. Now Joe. Wiggins, left side. Shot clock at 5. And there's a 3-second violation.
San Antonio ball.
Here's Fox. He's got 6. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Wembanyama. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Connects from downtown.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year, he said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star. Back to Joe. Pass to Wiggins. The three-pointer off the mark.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Johnson on the wing. Here's Wembanyama. It's deflected. Here's Wiggins. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
And making sure they convert by finishing strong.
San Antonio again missing.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together, and the future looks bright.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Here's Wembanyama. Holmgren with the block. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And another three for Oklahoma City.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
From deep, Wembanyama. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.